Well, we are getting ready to head to Canada again. Had to get Big Pete a couple new tires. Sean bought the tires. We brought them here. We dropped the truck off 11 o'clock this morning. It's 4:15 in the afternoon. They had me pull the truck in to the shop about 30 minutes ago. They still have not started on the truck yet. I'm confused. Speedco, what's going on, y'all? What is going on here? Anyways, we're all loaded up. Well, I'm lying about that. We got to load the car up. We got to load the Nova up. But then we're going to take Sunday off, hit the road Monday morning, and we got a 27-hour drive ahead of us. So Sean's going to be driving the Big Pete. Me and Aiden will be in the Bourbon. And we're going to road trip it. Probably be a 3-day trip. Break it up into, I don't know, 3 10-hour days, 2 10-hour days, and a 7-hour day, however you want to look at it. But we got a long trip ahead of us. We're headed up to RAD Torque Raceway again. It's going to be a good time. They're saying, so the crowd there last year was insane. They're telling us this year, the race that we're going to, it's the Rocky Mountain Nationals. They're telling us that it will be the biggest race we've seen in a long time. So, I don't know. We've been to some pretty big races. So, I guess we will find out in a few days. Hopefully, the truck's done by then. But, anyways, that's where we are. You know the drill. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Drop a comment down below what you hoping you see in this video or what you see in any of my other videos. And stick around, show you what happens.
Well, they finally got me out of there about 8 o'clock that night. That's 11 hours of the truck being there and about 6 hours of my time that I actually spent sitting there. But it's all done and we're ready to roll. So we loaded up, headed out Monday morning. So I actually ended up taking a different route than Sean. And it wasn't because I wanted to, but mainly because I wasn't paying attention to the map whenever I took off. So we headed up through the Texas Panhandle and then Clayton, New Mexico. And then up the interstate through Colorado, like Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and Denver and all that. That's some real pretty country. I've actually lived up there before, and as pretty as it is, it's just not for me, but I do like to visit and drive through on occasion.
Okay, so we've made it here to Cheyenne. We're about, I think it was 10 and a half hours into our trip here so far. You know, 27-hour trip up to Canada where we're going in Edmonton. And hotels are expensive here. So I found an Airbnb. And it's different. But it was half the price of a hotel. It's just me and Aiden on this trip, so I had to find something with 2 rooms. Hotels would have been like $400 up here. Found this sweet little Airbnb for like $220. Check this thing out. So we walk into this deal, and it's not bad. It's not a bad little crib. Nice and small. It's just the 2 of us. See the nice little kitchen, bathroom. Supposed to be 2-bedroom. See this little guy. Fine, it's no big deal. That's actually a pretty cool little workstation. I should have took down here. Look at this bedroom, but then this is it. You can't find a second bedroom until we looked up. That's actually pretty cool.
So we got a good night's sleep here in Cheyenne, and then that next morning we got up and hit the road. At some point, Sean and I's paths finally crossed, and we were able to convoy the rest of the way.
All right, starting on day 3 here. Woke up in Billings, Montana this morning. Only made it about 6 hours yesterday. We stopped in Cheyenne Monday evening, and then we just didn't push it yesterday, so didn't feel like it. We're not in any kind of hurry. Got plenty of time to get there as of now, but that's where we are. We're about to head out. We got about 11 and a half more hours to go before we get there, to RAD Torque. I think we'll be fine. We're about 5 hours from the border. So as long as everything goes good there when we cross, we'll be in good shape. So we'll go ahead and finish packing up here, hit the road. They let us in.
Barely.
Barely. I honestly thought we were fixing to get searched, which is fine. There's nothing in here, but he didn't really seem to have a sense of humor.
No, not really.
But we're in Canada. Sean is about to go through in his line. So hopefully they let him in and we can come up here and race. So we're gonna go up here, park, and I guess wait for the news, good or bad. Made it here to Calgary last night. We obviously didn't drive very far again, but now we did drive pretty far, 8 hours or so. About 2.5 hours from the track, RAD Torque Raceway. It's Thursday. It's time to get there, time to get set up, all that good stuff. So I don't know if you guys remember last year when we went to Canada, our first Airbnb was hot. And y'all know I don't sleep in hot houses. Well, I did that time because there wasn't nothing else around. I guess it doesn't get very hot up here very often, so they don't really believe in air conditioners everywhere. So there was no air conditioner in that house. So long story short, we didn't stay there, but the one night, went the next morning, got us some hotel rooms because it was actually pretty hot here last year and wasn't going to have myself nor the guys out working all day in the heat and then going home to a 39 to 40 degrees Celsius home inside. I don't mind being hot outside. I like being hot outside. But when it's time to go inside and go to bed, I want to be cold. Well, that has made me check the amenities for every Airbnb that I get now. And it's got to have AC or I just keep on scrolling. That doesn't matter if it's in Canada, home, whatever. So there's some event here in town in Calgary right now called Stampede. I have no idea what it is. It seems like some sort of rodeo thing or something, some cowboy thing, like Shania Twain's here or something like that. But anyways, makes hotels super expensive. So our best option was an Airbnb again last night. Well, the closest one, most affordable, was here downtown. We're downtown Calgary. It's a little 2-bedroom apartment. Said it had AC, free parking, all that stuff. Well, there is an air conditioning unit in the apartment, a little 2-bedroom deal. It's a cool little place. It's not AC like home. It's pretty hot last night. Inside, it's cold out. I'm cold. I'm about to go put a hoodie on outside right now. It's like 60 degrees here right now. It was hot inside, so uncomfortable. Took a while to go to bed, but anyways, we're up. It's time to head to the track, so get everything packed up here, hit the road, and we got a couple hours left to go.
3 days of driving later, and we've finally made it. RAD Torque Raceway in Edmonton, Alberta. Last year, when we were here, this place was packed. Crazy amount of fans, lots of race cars, lots of racing happened, and we're hoping for the same thing this year. And so far, it's looking like it's going to be a repeat. The parking lot is full of race cars, tons of fans are piling in the gate, and it's shaping up to be a pretty good weekend. Now that we're all set up, it's time to prepare the Nova for battle.
All right, we made it here to Canada, RAD Torque Raceway here in Edmonton. We're back on the white car. So all three cars pretty much are the same as far as getting ready, but they all each have their own unique setup day, right? So blue, we go over all the clamps and everything, make sure the turbos are good and free, make sure none of the drains for the turbos are loose or anything like that. The black car, the OG, pretty much just go over the valve train on it, make sure everything's good there. Check the screws on the beadlocks, just little stuff like that. Then now the white car is all that same stuff, plus you got to fill nitrous bottles. So picked up a brand new bottle from Airgas before we left. Dug the pump out, got the scales out, got the air hose out, hooked up to the compressor, and got these Nitrous Express carbon bottles filled up. Just under 20 pounds, full capacity. I mean, they're 12 pounds, the bottles weigh 20 pounds, so they each weigh like 19.8 pounds right now. And we're done in here, and I can go out and do my thing in the valve train, check everything out there. Ready?
Sure.
Let's go check this track out. See if we're really only going to be able to run 390s, or we can run what I think we can run out here. In my opinion, the only thing that's going to hold us back from being real fast out here is the air. But even then, we've raced in this air last year at Idaho, last year in Calgary, and then one other track as well. So I don't think we're going to have any problems here, especially if we get test passes.
Nice to see you back.
How's it going, man?
Not getting much, eh?
That's pretty close to what we race on.
What do you pull?
250. We'll go real fast right there, I promise you. All right, come on back. Come on back, come on back, come on back, come on back. Come on back, come on back, come on back. Come on back, come on back. rock.
Yeah, you put a little much down earlier. On, stage button on.
I don't know. I think we need the rear steer out of it or something.
Straight.
I think we need some rear steer out of it or something. It's out there just tugging to the right. Nope, you dodged it. Nice job. Okay, so Brandon got a handle on a tune-up that time. We made it down. It was fast. We're in terrible air. We're almost a mile high, or the density altitude, which some of y'all know is almost a mile high. The air is what we actually tune off of is 1.11. Just for comparison, when we won Virginia, the air was 1.03. So basically what that means is there's not enough air for the motor to make the power that it normally would at sea level or lower. So Brandon's having to make some adjustments in a tune-up to get it right, to make sure that it's still fast, and that's exactly what happened. So now you'll see that the car went right. Yeah, I'm under the car. So went down there, you seen it was fast, but it went right. So it got out there about the 330. Made a pretty hard move to the right. So if you'll remember, we jacked a bunch of rear steer in this thing early in the season, trying to get it to go straight. And I think we have found some other stuff, and now we can pull that rear steer back out. So we're going to start pulling rear steer out a flat or two at a time. And I don't do that. That's still Sean's thing. He likes to do that, and it's probably for the better because I'm still learning four-link stuff. But I'm going to get under here. I'm going to watch him and just soak up some more knowledge. And one of these days, he'll just tell me to go do it. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so come up here. Sean is under the tower, so it's qualifying ladder, but to see who you race in qualifying, there's going to be a chip draw, kind of like MPK or Speed Promotions, whatever you want to call it now. So we'll figure out who we got. I'm out here collecting some data on the track to send to Brandon so he can get us a tune-up wrote up. And even though they are not showing times here, we're getting a time slip, and the ladder will be based on your elapsed time. So we'd really like to go number one if it's at all possible. I heard so far we have the quickest elapsed time here of the day. So, it's a long, there's a lot of day left, so that very well could change, but we're about to go faster too. So we'll see who we get here and see what we're going to do for Q1. Bring her on back. What a frustrating evening. Inconsistent race cars, not my favorite thing. It's tough to deal with. But besides from that, these headers keep cracking out. This will be the second time today I've welded them. It's just part of it, I guess. So got a crack right here. I guess that's it on this one, but the other side is cracked as well. So Q2's over. We're done racing for the day. I don't know, weld these up, go home, come back tomorrow and try it again. Yep. Over here to the road course where it's not quite as noisy. Or it wasn't, is it? Anyways. Day 2. And we're hoping for a more consistent race car today. Struggling a little bit. We went to the stripe on our second test pass, but it still wasn't really a great pass. Went like Sean made it go. So then Q1 we went up, seen the trans brake didn't hold there, found the relay for the trans brake had worked its way out and was obviously just missing contact in there on 1 or 2 or all 4 pins. So found that after the pass, got it pushed back down in there, zip tied it so it doesn't happen again. And then we went up for Q2. Track got really good, really good. Like a lot when we were testing and went really fast good. And this 36, man, if you slow it down too much, it just ain't gonna make it. 35, if we missed it, the 34.5, if we missed it just a little bit, we could still go pretty quick. But man, if we miss it with this 36, it's just over. I mean, by the 60 foot, so. It's tough. So over in the pits right now, just looking, or we were over in the pits, looking the car over real good, making sure it's ready to go. We got 7 more hours to go, so we don't do Q3 till 6, and then Q4 at 9, and then the race is tomorrow. So as of right now, we are qualified dead last because we haven't made a pass. Is what it is. Nate's number 1, Ryan's number 2. Chevy's right up there. I think Chevy might be 5. Carson's 4. So we need to make our way up there, and we will. Brandon will get a handle on a tune-up, figure out what the track is, what it's going to be, and all that stuff. We'll be all right, but it is frustrating as of now. So that's where we are. Day 2, RAD Torque Raceway. It's nice here. It's very, very nice. It's not hot at all. The weather's actually very beautiful, so it should be a good day of racing, and we'll find out if that's going to be the case here in about 7 hours. God damn, that's our race car right there, baby.
That's what What's up, snowball? Yeah, exactly.
Man, it don't get no more prettier than that, man. About time. All right, day 3. It's time for eliminations. We end up qualifying number 3, all the way from 16 up to number 3 on our 4th shot. We finally got down. Struggled. Car's super finicky on the big tire, and we don't have enough laps to figure out, you know, what the car wants for each condition like we did before. But we're getting there. The more passes we make, the better we're going to be with it. So qualified number 3. Ryan went number 1. Nate's number 2, and then Carson actually qualified number 4, I believe, with his best pass to date, which is pretty cool. So I don't know, getting the car ready to go right now. Not sure when we're gonna start. It did rain a little bit here last night, and they're talking about maybe a little bit more this morning. But I'm just up here gonna look the track over. I mean, I know what it's gonna be. We've been here for 3 days now, so still gonna look it over, see what we're working with, and I don't know, get ready, see if we can bring home a Wally. That'd be pretty sweet, man. We've won some stuff, but a Wally would be pretty damn cool. So we'll see what we got for them and come out swinging. Well, unfortunately, they have called the race. First pair down in our class in Pro Mod. The guy who was actually in the lane that we were going to take, I don't know, he exploded something. I assume the transmission, and there was hydraulic fluid everywhere. So they don't have a ton of equipment here, so it makes cleanup very difficult. Other than that, the track was on point all week. Honestly, it was too sticky for the way our car is set up. Not saying that that's wrong or bad. It just wasn't conducive for the setup that we have in the car. But we got a handle on it, made some slight changes. Brandon got a handle on the tune-up, and we went really, really fast last night. Got us qualified number 3. At one point, we had the track record. And then Nate had the track record, and I believe Ryan ended up with the track record. So, you know, that's racing sometimes. But really wanted to race for that Wally. Until next time, I guess. But we're not quite done here in Canada, so we'll get everything packed up here and head to the next one, or see what else is going on here in Edmonton before we roll out.